challenging job, and it's one that may also make you controversial. Considering that you've had a fine career so far and be non-controversial, how were you convinced to take up the job, particularly considering the political polarization in the country right now?
Of course, it is certainly a very, very sensitive position, but then somebody had to take it up. So this was the main factor that convinced me. Yes, of course, one has to take risk in his life, and if you want to deliver something, if you want to serve your people, you have to take such kind of risk, of course.
What do you perceive as the most formidable undertaking?
Of course, as I've been saying since yesterday, or maybe a day before, it is the holding of elections, which mainly is the function of Election Commission, but we have to assist them, we have to provide them necessary aid as per law and constitution for them to be able to hold free, fair and impartial elections within the bounds of law and constitution. That would be our first priority, and that is the foremost duty that we have to perform.
Will the elections go on as scheduled, because given that it takes about 4 to 6 months for the delimitations process, and the ECP has already said it will not be possible, it would not be practical for us to hold elections within the next 90 days.
So far as controversy is concerned, I don't see any controversy. I don't see any serious controversy. Maybe a few people may be having some apprehensions, and that I believe are not well founded till date.
Okay, but what about for delimitations and...
Delimitation, you see, this is a decision made by almost all the political parties, all the active political parties of Pakistan, and this is their decision. So, as a caretaker, I cannot interfere in that. That's it.
Okay, and what do you think there's anything in your power that you can do to ensure that the elections are held within the time frame?
I'll do everything that Constitution and law allows me in my such endeavor. I'll do everything possible.
There's a conflict that's going to arise. One part of it is that the elections should be held, the Election Act says that the elections should be held within 90 days of the dissolution of an assembly. On the other hand, there's Article 51 of the Constitution, which says that once a census has been notified, we need to conduct fresh deliberations. But at the same time, right now we're in a situation where there's an either-or situation. We can either conduct them in 90 days or we can have fresh deliberations. So what's your opinion on that?
Off the cuff, I would only say this is an anomalous situation. We have to examine it thoroughly and see what would be appropriate in the circumstances. And again, delimitation or fresh making of constituencies is the job of the Election Commission. We'll assist them if we are so required.
Do you think the process can be speeded up?
Yes, certainly. Why not? Every effort should be made to speed it up, and it would be ideal if elections are held within the time prescribed. But then again, we have to see and analyze the constitutional position, taking a holistic view.
There is no level playing field, considering, especially when it comes to a political party and a political leader. And regarding that, it's a popular party, it's a popular leader. So because of that, a lot of people feel that the upcoming elections are not going to be fair or free. What do you have a strategy to dispel the suspicions that this is a fixed match?
See, as a caretaker chief minister, I would ensure that nothing is done unfairly, nobody is suppressed, nobody is illegally ousted, thrown away from the arena. This is what I would like to do, and inshallah I shall do.
My last question would be, you may be an interim chief minister, but you will still have considerable authority. So what causes are closest to your heart, especially when it comes to this city? And
of course, election. So far as the city is concerned, yes, city of Karachi is facing gigantic problems. We have all kinds of problems. We are overpopulated. There is a law and order situation. Our infrastructure is crumbling. there's electricity outages, there's water shortage, public transport is another problem. But in this limited time and with the limited resources that the country and particularly this province has at the moment, not much, I won't promise much, but I promise this much, that I'll try to do as much as possible given the circumstances.